Adding frames and diagrams to a Prezi is very simple. To add a frame, go up to the frames and arrow and decide if you want a bracket, a circle, if you want to draw your own size, or if you want to draw an invisible frame. So for this one, I'll go ahead and do a bracket. And then I'm going to click and draw how I want it and release. I'm immediately want to add this to the path, so I put my arrow, my cursor around the outside of the frame, and I right click and I click add to path. Now I know that from the big screen it's going to zoom in here. I can then take and move this frame wherever I want to. You have to click on the outside edge, and sometimes you have to make it bigger so that you can get right on that edge. And click it, then you get the hand, then you can move this to wherever you want to. Inside of a frame, you can insert an image, a YouTube video, you can even put a diagram inside of a frame, whatever you want to do. You can just click and a text box appears and you can put that wherever you want to. The nice thing about frames is that whatever you put inside, you can then add those things to the path. So I can right click, add it to the path. Let's say I inserted this picture. I can then go right to the edge where it's blue and add it to the path. Now what's nice then is that when I go from my first slide to the second, it's going to zoom in, then it's going to take me even closer to the title, and then it's going to zoom in on the picture. I can click on home to get back to the main, the overview. Let's say I want to hide this. This is what's really nice, is that if I zoom in so I can see this, and I get right on the edge of that frame and I shrink it down, I could take and maybe hide this in the branch of that tree. And I can zoom up and come back over here and click. I can shrink it even further. I can click on the side frame options. I suddenly decided, oh, I want it invisible. I don't want it blue anymore. Now I have this invisible frame, and when you go out to the home button, it's hidden way back here in the tree. Now adding a bracket or a diagram, you can go insert diagram, or you can just come over here and click add. You have multiple choices. The nice thing about doing the diagram is that the diagram's already within inside of a frame. So if I were to click and add this one, and I can make it bigger, I can grab it and twist it. But the nice thing is that it's already developed for you. So if I want bigger, I can make it bigger, but it already has where you can click and replace the image. You can add a caption by clicking there. You can add more body by clicking there. But it's already set up for you. Once again, if you want to make sure that this is added to the path, if you don't want it just to show the whole diagram, then you could go to the caption first, and I have to put something in it first. Then you can click off, go to get the white line, add it to the path. I can go to the next one, add something, right click, add it to the path. I can go to my image, I can right click, I can add it to my path. So now when I'm from this frame, when I go to that path, it's going to click on title, then it's going to show the body, and then it's going to show the image. One thing to remember, that if you decide that you don't want this frame around this diagram, when you click on the edge of the frame, you don't want to just click delete. If you click delete, it's going to delete everything inside of it. if you right click right here on the edge, you can say remove frame without deleting content. Now it removes the circle, but it leaves everything inside of it. And that is all there is to adding frames and diagrams.